It's Jay, and I have a snake on my head. Anyway, so I'm actually going to talk about something a little bit more serious today that I kind of thought would be helpful for some people and also probably relieve a lot of anxiety about stuff. As you can see in the title, I'm here to talk about my experience with inpatient therapy. I think that when I went to inpatient therapy, I didn't need to be there. They offered me outpatient, they offered me options, and I wanted to just go fully into it. It was completely my choice, but I did qualify for it. So what I was going through was depression to a point where I was self-harming and didn't know why. Trigger warning, if you don't like hearing about this kind of stuff. I'm not going to go into much detail. I'm taking sertraline, which I was taking like 50 milligrams, and usually the average dosage is from a range to 75 up to like 200 or something. So I was taking below average, and I had no clue, and I think that this would have solved a lot of problems if I had known this beforehand. I had a weird depressed episode. I didn't even know what started it. I was just like, I'm sad, and so I just started thinking like dark thoughts, and I was like, death, hospitals, like all this dark stuff. And it wasn't like I was gonna kill myself, but it was like I was in a weird like dark deep mindset. I don't know, it was some weird depression thing. I cut my hand, and I hadn't self-harmed in a really long time, and so that kind of freaked me out, honestly. So after mustering up the courage, I had my mom come up to my room, and I had like written all down my legs and my arms, like not positive stuff at all. So I called my mom to my room. I was like, I'm sincerely scared of myself right now. Like, I'm totally freaked out. I don't know what came over me. It was just like, one minute I was happy, I cut myself. And shout out to my mom for being the best parent ever. So she told me that she still loves me, and I didn't have anything to be sorry for. She wanted to do whatever she could to help me. Sorry, he's like scared of my snake. Okay, so we talked about options and like kind of came up with a plan. She called my psychiatrist in the morning. We go in there, we talked to this woman for a while. Like we help her fill out forms and stuff about me and my situation. But she took it to the doctors, and then we waited in there for like 20 minutes maybe. She came back and told me that I had a lot of options. There was like different outpatient therapy options, and then there was inpatient therapy. I chose inpatient therapy, as you know from the title of this video, and so I went in there, and let's see, they took my talisman, which if you know me, you know I never take this off, ever. And I was only in there for 24 hours, it wasn't a big deal. They gave me slippers, took my shoes. I'm trying to remember all the restrictions. They didn't take my earrings. They said they wouldn't take them unless I tried to hurt myself or someone else, particularly with the earrings, but also if I tried to hurt myself, they'd take them. They did like a lot the next morning. They like drew my blood and stuff, and then the next morning we started with group, which is basically they ask about your like level of anxiety, and depression, and desire to hurt yourself and desire to hurt others, what your goal was for the day. You have to like tell the group why you're there. I think it is important to talk about that kind of thing, but I don't think it was what I needed. Like I said, I really think I just needed to raise the medication. And after a while I was like, this is not helping at all. Like I really don't want to be here, because I was going to be spending like a week there, and I did not want to do that. I went up and asked if I could call my mom, and they're like, what do you need from her? And I said, for her to pick me up. And they're like, it's not that easy. But they ended up calling my mom. Aiden seems to be under the impression that you will come get her whenever she wants to leave. And my mom goes, that's absolutely right. I will pick her up. And the nurse was like, well, you can't just come get her. It's not that easy. She's like, no, I have the right to come get my own child. And also it was her choice to be in there. She's doing this because she wants to get better, and if she doesn't think it's the right thing for her, if she's uncomfortable or whatever, then I will come get her. And the nurse was like, we have to run it by the doctors. And my mom was like, I'll be there at 5 to pick her up. Have her ready. I didn't know that they told my mom I didn't want to be there, And so I thought I just did a good job. I was like, wow, out in a day, that has to be like a record. No, my mom was like, I'm coming to get my child. So afterward, we got a psychiatrist I'm meeting with like every 2 weeks now. And then also found a new therapist who's like a holistic therapist, and I really like her. She's really awesome. But my psychiatrist is a little weird, but he's nice, and he knows what he's doing, and he prescribed me more meds. Like the first appointment, he was like, yeah, you're taking a really low dosage, and if you're having issues, I would say it's definitely safe to bump you up. And now I've been bumped up on my meds, and I've not had a depressed episode since, and I've been bumped up for about a month, which is really great. So yeah, I've been overall really happy, and I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. But that was just kind of my experience. You have to ask to go to the bathroom or ask to go anywhere, really. It's a very, very controlled environment. They're required to take a shower every night. There's no locks on the bathroom doors. There's no stalls to the toilets. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much what you'd expect, and they record what you eat too. Everybody has a standard meal, and they look at your tray. Hi. Yes, I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, that's kind of my experience with inpatient therapy. I've been clean for over a month now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Sorry that was kind of like a more serious video. I don't know if it was really as interesting, but yeah. Peace out, Coasties. I'll see you later.